Yo, the reason why I like this war that's happening right now, I like the fighting happening right. And only one reason I like war. That the war they're fighting, you're gonna slow down the digital system that were coming in. But I want the war hit everywhere. I want the war because we in North America, we in North America and we don't feeling the war. We don't feeling it. So I want the war that fighting in Europe, that fighting in the Middle East. I want it reach Asia. I want the war reach North America. So all of us gonna feel it. Only this way man gonna change. If the whole world feeling it, everybody in the world feeling it, feeling the pain, feeling the hurt, hungry. If everybody get hungry, then we're gonna make a change. All the bombs are dropping on the kids and the women. I want the whole world feel it. I want the whole world feel it. Only in that way we could change. Because this wicked man been doing that too long. Putting war in a far away distance land, and the people don't feeling it. I want the European feel the war. I want the Asian man feel that war that coming. So we could all change for the better. Because I noticed when a volcano erupt, the volcano kill people, break down houses, burn down trees, it moved the lawn. But guess what? When it finished, new soil, rich in minerals, trees grow up so fast in that soil. New land, new style, new everything. And that's what we need in this world right now. We need a war to cleanse everything. Now that we're waking up and we see these leaders and them that control this world, it seems like them is alien. Like the policies they're making, they don't want us even beat a drum. They don't even want us dance. They don't want us feel happy. Because why? They're feeding the entity of greed, of hunger. You know what I'm saying? Everything have an energy about it. Even the money that we spend. That's why the science man have so much money. He can make money appear and disappear. Because money have an entity that control it. The water have an entity that control it. The fire have an entity that control it. The air have an entity that control it. The sun have an entity that control it. I could say energy, I could say entity, I could say spirit, I could, to control. Everything have a controller. Even your TV, you have a remote to control it. Your computer, you have a mouse to control it. And a keyboard to control it. So everything have a controller. Everything you see have a controller. You know what I'm saying? And this money that we're spending, this money that we're using to govern us, you have a controller. And you have some people know how to control or know how to tap in that energy that control money. Yes, some money you get, it'll just disappear from you. It'll just disappear. And I just speaking and I believe, I speaking and I know money just come in my hand and just disappear. I don't know where it gone. It just disappear. I ain't telling you that based on a belief. I'm telling you that based on a truth, based on the things that happened to me. And people saying is people put a black on you, and I said, well, let it put let it put black on me, but let it put a thing on me. If that make them feel good, let it do it. I accept life for what it is. I accept life for what it is. You have some fucked up people out there. You have to envy people out there, jealous people. You don't have nothing but they're still jealous of fucking you. And they go to science man to do things on you. I believe that. I know that. Man is evil. You know, man put himself in hell here. Is man put himself in hell. But let me tell you one thing. Everything you do in life as a man is an entity you feeding. You're feeding an entity. And I don't know if it's this year, but within the 10 years, within this 10 years, because I know you guys don't believe me. Within this next 10 years, they're going to reveal to you guys, everything feed from a living thing. Every living thing sustain the life from a living thing, living energy and stuff. So here what happened? Man, we eat vegetables. That's a life there. Because the trees and the vegetables, that's life. Animals, we eat animals. That's life there. That's a life there. So you take a life to sustain your life. But man take it personal. Man call things devil. Call things bad. But you know what? Excuse me. We are physical being and we have an energy inside of us that we don't see. We could only feel. We could only feel it. I can feel the energy moving in me. Certain things you drink, certain things you eat, you could feel when you get the energy boost, boost the energy. That means you eat, the food that you eat is a recipe. You say, give me that recipe. When somebody cooking, you say, and they cook a nice food, you say, give me the recipe. Everything is a recipe. So the food you eat is a recipe you create for an entity. The food you create and you eat is a recipe to invoke an entity. That's why certain things you eat, you feel a burst of energy. That's an entity you put come up on you. So keep in mind, everything you do, you're feeding an entity. You get angry, you're feeding the entity of anger. You feel love, that means you invoke the entity of love. That good feeling there. Right? So here what you have to do. If you like the feeling of love, you do things for the energy of love to be around you all the time. Right? And that energy of love, if he love to be around you because he sustaining his life around you, the energy is living. If the energy of love, you're feeding it all the time, it's gonna be around you all the time, and every time you're gonna feel love. That's why some people they say, hey, are you smiling all the time? You are smiling all the time. But in my life, the CRA calling me, I owe them. Banks calling me, collection agency calling me. But I'm still smiling because I've been invoking the energy of love on me all the time. So it become part of me. But if you feel angry all the time, you have money in the bank, but you're still feeling angry all the time, that energy of anger gonna be on you all the time. And you're gonna put the energy of anger, gonna put things in your life, so you will continue feeling angry all the time because you're feeding the energy of anger. We need to know that. We're just thinking about the physical, but we are also spiritual too. You know what I'm saying? So now, the things what you want in your life, that's what you practice. You give somebody, help somebody. Let it to feel good. Do it every day. And the energy The entity, the spirit of goodness, going to encourage things and put things in your life so you could continue doing things to feel good. So, but when it, knowing mind, when you feel good, is an entity you're feeding, eh? It's an entity you're feeding. You don't see. When you do bad, it's an entity you're feeding. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Our leaders, most of them bad. So now the entities of bad going to be on the whole world because we vote. We vote, and when we vote for the leaders and them to take care of us and govern us because we act like we is retarded with children, so we vote. We vote for some people to take care of our well-being when we could do it ourselves. We are adults, we're not kids, but we vote. When we vote now, you become like a retarded person, or you become like a kid because you vote for something because you don't know what to do, how to govern yourself. So that's why you vote. You vote for somebody else to take care of you, somebody else to govern your well-being because you don't know how to do it. That's why you vote. So now, these leaders and them, they feed in the entity of evil, bad. And we can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because we vote. We need to wake up to realize we eating living thing to survive, and so you have some energy among us, making us do things so they could survive too. It's simple. Peace out.